man. How you feeling?
Yo, I ain't even gonna lie, fam. I mean, last 2 years of my life has been hell driven.
Right.
You know, everything from his passing to just the onslaught from One Police Plaza.
Right.
And how they been conspiring against a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unjustifiably, you would think that I actually, you know, did a crime. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the way down to just the other day, Janet Jackson on the cover of the Vibe magazine, the one before the Lil Wayne cover right now.
Right.
They got an unnecessarily, unexplainable, no sense-making 6-page spread in there about a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just been seeming like there's been a constant effort, constant conscious effort that's been made to just defamate a nigga character.
Is it important? Like, do you have to talk about it, or is it too big to sweep under the rug?
It's really not even nothing to feel like. It's nothing that I have to talk about, but it's something that I don't have a problem talking about.
Right.
Because I don't live with guilt, and I don't lose sleep because I'm not guilty of anything.
Right.
You feel me? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Being that the issue still exists, you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, Busta Rhymes didn't kill Israel Ramirez.
Right.
I didn't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My man worked for me on a regular basis on a security level, and we shot a video, and at the end of the day, a situation transpired that I didn't really even get a chance to bear witness to. And that's really what the bottom line is. Now, ultimately, I'm not one to exploit what I'm doing for the family. I'm not one to exploit what I've done for his children. I'm not one to exploit the relationship that I have with 2 out of the 3 mothers of his children.
Right.
I have great relationships with 2 out of the 3 mothers of his children. I've done things to secure the futures of his children, and this was just out of the goodness of what I feel was right for me to do as a man, being that I was grown a certain way. At the end of the day, I love him and I miss him, and I wish that whatever there is that I could do could, you know, replenish and bring back his being and his existence. But unfortunately, that's not the reality, and that's not the case. But I think people are losing sight on the fact that, you know, when this whole media campaign was created about Busta Rhymes ain't cooperating with the police, it's not even about me not cooperating with the police. I can't talk about what I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? And I think that perspective is lost. I don't know if people want me to make up a story. I don't know if people want me to create a story. I don't know if people want me to lie just to satisfy their listening pleasure or whatever they feel that their standard of satisfaction needs to be met.
Well, I think, you know, sometimes the unfortunate part is that some people just feel like, look, all right, boss, you ain't see it. We know you didn't kill him. You know you was working with him. You know he was a good friend of his. But supposedly, quote unquote, the streets talk, and sometimes they say, oh, we know who did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though maybe legally or logistically you didn't
Let
see
me clarify something. Let me clarify something, right? The no snitch thing, right? When that whole thing was brought about, like I seen Anderson Cooper 360, and when Cameron went on there and he said whatever he had to say and so on and so forth. Like, I'm not here to speak against nobody, but I think that today the reason why it's such a big deal is because we live in the era of the snitch culture. Like the ethics and the morals and the things that we valued in terms of how we live has changed. The camera phones, the convenience of YouTube and things of that nature. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like these things are something that people feel it's okay to just put people on blast all day. I have nothing to feel like I gotta hide, so I don't mind being on TV. I don't mind being on YouTube. I don't mind being on a camera phone that you can email to somebody on some 30-second shit from the minute you take the picture, like you trying to tell on me, because I don't live on with no guilt. But the point that I'm trying to make in saying that is that people get the concept of snitching and not snitching confused. All right? Snitching is when you are involved with a crime and you tell on somebody else that was a part of that crime with you to save your own ass.
Right. So meaning if you lived or played dirty, then you try to sell your team out.
Right. If you try to tell that's snitching. All right. If you're a victim of a situation and you tell about that situation that you was a victim of, that don't make you a snitch.
That's not snitching.
So just for the record, I have no reason not to tell if I knew the truth, because I wasn't involved with that crime that was committed.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And I just need that understanding to be established, because ultimately there's a misconception on what the concept of snitch is all about.
Right.
I am involved with no crime. If I knew who did that to my man, I would gratefully tell, because I ain't a part of that crime that was committed. So that it doesn't make me a snitch if I told. Like if somebody killed my mother or a loved one, you know what I'm saying? And I was to sit there and find out and did my research to make sure that some justice was brought about, being that justice is a reward or penalty for one's actions or deed, I ain't got no problem bringing that information to the forefront, because either whether I tell the police or I don't, whoever hurts somebody that I love, and I know who it is, they're going to get dealt with accordingly. And it ain't going to be hidden, because I'm going to find you and I'm going to do something to you. So I'm not trying to hide that. And if I'm going to do something to you and I'm not hiding it, then I'm telling on myself. So that's not snitching. That's just dealing with shit accordingly. You do something to me, I'm going to do it back. You do something to somebody I love, you're going to get something done to someone you love back. I'm not here to threaten nobody, because I ain't living by gangster ethics. I'm a man, so I live by morals and principles. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about for me. You feel me? Not to dwell so much on this issue, I just felt that I'm in an amazing space in my life. I'm blessed. I'm naming my album Blessed. And I've gotten past it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel good enough to be able to address the issues. My legal situations are resolved. I got my probation. Cool. I'm gonna deal with it. I'm a man up to it, so on and so forth. Whatever the case may be, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I just need people, because I've never had the opportunity to speak, and you are being given the first opportunity about me speaking about it enough.
I told you I'd go in.
Because you my friend, you know what I'm saying? You my friend. Like I don't owe nobody no explanation.
You don't.
That's just for the record. I don't gotta talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you because you my friend, and I know that you're gonna represent who I am and my likeness in the proper manner. So I put my who I am and what I am. I trust that you're gonna deal with how you present me to the world properly when I put myself in your hands as my friend.
It's real
you know
simple.
what I'm saying?
I hold the mic, I let you speak,
and let me speak.
And we record.
And that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no tricks and editing and nothing crazy gonna happen.
Real talk.
Once I'm done with this, it's gonna be raw. You know what I mean?
Real talk.
Real simple.
You know, so at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind being a punching bag for all of those that has been affected directly and indirectly. Please know again, it wasn't my fault. I apologize for everything to the infinity level. Like you can't even put a number on how apologetic that I am for the way things happen. But sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I respect the fact that certain things are God's plan. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And we respect them for what they are, and we adjust our lives accordingly to the way God executes his plan. So ultimately, to the Ramirez family, you know what I mean, to the mothers of Israel's children, to his children, and to everybody that feels they need to say something about it, I hope y'all established a clear enough understanding on where I stand and what I'm dealing with and what I am as a man, because I'm not compromising my ethics morally or principally based on what people might say or what people might think or what people might feel about me. I'm a stand-up individual, you know what I'm saying? I will man up to whatever situation that I have to, and I have been, and you know, I'm just here to continue to make the music and show people that, you know, not only is the responsibility being taken on, but I just want to continue to contribute greatness to the game musically, morally, ethically, principally, and just show people that whatever misunderstandings you might have, the proper understandings need to be brought forth, man, and that's really what it's about, man.
You're good with me in my eyes.
Thank you, dog.